Hail, adventurers! Welcome back to the Wyvern's Lair. I am Dungeon Master Wyvern, returning to the grand adventure that is the first season of the new Legacy Shard for Ultima Online. Tonight we have a guild treasure hunt planned for the Knights and Squires, avatars of the Wyvern's Lair. Should be a fun time. Looking forward to seeing who amongst the avatars could show up for this one. But before we join them, I want to go ahead and greet all the Layersins who are out there in the Stygian Abyss this evening joining us. We got my good friend and fellow adventure party member, Philosophus Rex, saying, "Hey DM, good to have you here, Philosophus." We got Nikki the Worm from Pawn Star Gaming's Ultima Outlands community saying, "Hell yeah, time for me to run to DG and find dinner. Be right back." Sounds good, Nikki the Worm. Nikki the Worm actually has their own Twitch channel. Let me go ahead and hunt it down real quick while we're here before I forget. Nikki the Worm, really cool guy. Before I forget, Nikki, just let me mute my Twitch channel before I get that double echo. Nikki the Worm plays a lot of Ultima Online Outlands and is joining us for an off-stream romperoo through the time-locked progression server, the latest for EverQuest Fangbreaker. We've been having a lot of fun with Pawn Star Gaming and his friends on that adventure. Hopefully I'll have a chance to show some highlights of what we're up to on Fangbreaker soon here at the Stygian Abyss. But here is the Twitch channel for Nikki the Worm out there. Go ahead, send him some love from the Layersins. Be sure and check him out, Nikki the Worm. Great guy, plays a lot of roguelikes on their Twitch channel. We also got Joker Soul Dragon saying, "DM, I'll be there in a sec. Gotta go get Panda Express for the wife and me." That is an ace plan for dinner on a Friday night, Joker Soul Dragon. Looking forward to connecting with you shortly. We also got our fellow adventurer out there in New Legacy, Pocked, saying, "Time for Doomin'. Pew pew." Yes, indeed. Now that Doomin' is done with, it's time to get to the Ultimate. So off we go. I'm gonna head on over here. Also, let me go ahead and get our tunes out for the evening. Before I forget, you know how we do it here at the Wyvern's Lair. We like to accompany our adventures with a little bit of dungeon synth. So let me get that cranking for us, and then we will go ahead and meet the avatars of the lair. All right, and let's look for a playlist here. What are we feeling? What are we feeling like? You know what? Let's not do anything too crazy. Let's just jump in right away with some Cryo Chamber, Mountain Realm. Sounds good to me. Get that going for us. All right. I'm excited. Hello, hello.
I was just gonna say I haven't heard from Wyvern yet.
Wolf.
Literally was just gonna say.
Great to hear your voice here, Wolf. Let's go right down the line. We got a good crowd tonight. We got my good friend Nemesis out there in the neighborhoods. Nemesis, how are you, my good friend?
I'm hanging on in there. How are we doing tonight?
We're doing well. We're doing well. You know how we do it here on desperately trying to log into the new Legacy Shard for Ultima Online. Victories in the real world, virtual worlds, rants or rages. Let's start with you, Nemesis. What you got for us this Friday evening?
You know what? The little guy is enjoying Switch 2 right now, man.
Nice.
That's a victory.
Okay.
Acquiring one of those and him enjoying that's been a good one. Are you enjoying it, little guy? Yeah.
You know, hats off to you, Nemesis, because I actually saw a news article that a lot of retailers didn't get their hands on the Switch 2 or had to cancel orders because of the over demand. They just didn't have supply in there.
Yeah. I felt bad. There was, I think, one story I heard where they were stapling receipts onto the box, and they actually like damaged the screen. Like, oh, that stinks.
Oh, no.
Yeah, for real. It was like one shop in particular. They felt so like I think they already took care of them with replacements or something, but like just inadvertently the way they boxed it, and I saw it once I opened it. The console's like right at the top of the box, right? So if anything hit it. You know, you never know what could happen, but
If you're gonna damage the box, there's also tape.
yeah.
If you're gonna do it anyways, I'd be mad. I'd be mad.
Yeah,
It was
like,
GameStop.
Especially waiting in line. Like I had a pre-order, so I was like, to say like a couple hours, right? It wasn't terrible, but I imagine camping out all day. Like some people were just there all day, getting it and then damaged.
Well, I am very glad that that you were able to get your hands on your Switch 2, and that Little Nemesis is really enjoying his time with it. What game is Little Nemesis playing there with Switch 2?
So he downloaded the new Mario Kart World, and now I think he's playing a retro one. Which one are you playing now, dude? One on the Game Boy Advance right now. It's another Mario game.
Very cool. You know, I have such a clear memory of how happy I was as a kid to get the Super Nintendo. I'll never forget that. Like, I just felt like I was in cloud 9. So I hope Little Nemesis is having that same little, kitty high, getting his hands on the Switch 2. Big credit to you as a super dad for
he made it work.
To make it work.
Yeah.
Cool, Nemesis. Good to have you here, and thank you for offering to help us out with the guild adventure tonight.
Of course.
Right over to Oki.
Well, first, Deathwing is wandering off.
You know what? I just lost all my pets. I have to log in and out. I could have sworn I told them to stop, but they're ignoring me. But over to you, Oki.
This week has been nuts, but it gave a chance to highlight some of the people in my life that are actually willing to kind of go above and beyond and sacrifice some of their weekend to help out. So that's definitely, especially being in the military and moving around, finding a good place with some good people is always nice.
Gotcha, Oki. I didn't realize that you're active service.
I'm not anymore. I was medically retired a few years ago. So I did 12 years in the Army, got diagnosed with fibromyalgia, and they medically retired me. So.
Okay. Thank you for your service. Didn't realize you were a veteran. But good to have you here. I hope you had a good week, and I'm looking forward to getting in some treasure hunting with you tonight. Violence in video games, my friend.
Hey, yeah, so I just had a problem with my microphone for a second there. Well, been a lot of reading, also getting a little bit sick, so I might come off as a little low energy, but that's just because I'm fighting off something. I'm not sure.
Hey, well, I appreciate you coming by, even though you're feeling a little under the weather. Any cool news about the game that you're developing there in the background with your brother, the adventure? What's up with that?
So we've got it assembled and running on some lower end laptops to try to see how we can get like a minimum spec on it, and so that's been kind of interesting. We've been just writing a lot of extra because it's all about books. The whole thing is about like making little tiny books for yourself. So it's been a lot of writing and a little bit of graphic art and sending some things off to the printer so I can have some physical stuff to bring with me in September. So when we're going to Columbus, Ohio for GDEX, and sometimes printing takes a long time. So, but yeah, we got some stuff showing up, and it's looking pretty good. So I'm pretty excited about it.
Very cool, very cool. And you, Wolf, who is wondering what in the world happened to good old DM Dinosaur. Just moments before I popped up here.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's a good month. I mean, summertime's coming in, so we have a lot going on for June and July. But this month we have 2 in-person events for the COG game group. So
oh, cool.
That's always exciting. So
you want to explain to people what COG is?
Yeah, Central Ohio Game Dev Group. So it's just a group of volunteers and game enthusiasts and game developers getting together to do showcasing their games and having some fun. So we have 20th, we have a prototype and play. We have like an esports facility called Game Arena that we go to.
I've been there. It's a really cool venue.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
I'm glad it's still there. I hope it's doing well.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a good time. So yeah, it's a busy month with that. But then other than that, just like playing. I played a game.
Which game?
I was playing
Blueprints. Have you heard of that
Blueprint.
one?
I've heard about it. I've seen. I was catching little glimpses of Co-Carnage streaming some blueprints. What the heck is that? Mark Dara too, for that matter, was showcasing some blueprints on his channel as well. Seems like a lot of developers with I don't know what you'd call it, like a game design bent, have been looking at blueprints.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty simple concept. So your I think it's a nephew that inherits or is going to inherit his grandfather's estate, like big mansion, and it has 45 rooms and one secret 46th room. And so if you can find the 46th room at the end of your exploration of the mansion, then you can own the entire estate. If you don't, then you don't inherit it. So it's kind of like a puzzle. You go into this estate and you basically through a series of exploration points, you can go into what is really just like randomly generated rooms that have like puzzles and different like secrets and stuff. And the goal is, like, as you go through room to room, you gain or subtract your resources to be able to get to what is hopefully the secret 46th room and inherit the estate. So it's pretty neat. If you like puzzle games, if you like Myst and those kind of things, it's really fun.
That sounds pretty cool. Cool, man. I'm glad you're enjoying blueprints out there in the background. We got Slims McKenzie saying got distracted with Blackthorns, got to cook dinner real quick, and I'll pop on voice and such. Sounds good, Slims McKenzie. And where is Nemesis? Where is Oblivion lurking at the moment?
I'm sitting on our treasure map spot right now. So
Oh, you are. You're way ahead of us, huh?
Hey, I planned ahead.
Cheers, man. All right, I think we're all ready to rock and roll. We got our pets, we got our mounts. Violence is here, Oki and Wolf. I think we're ready to get started. I'm looking forward to this. Oh, before I forget, if I could get quick D100 rolls in the TWL hall on Discord, that'd be amazing. So we can set up our loot order here. It's 1D100. 33 from me. Let me go ahead and get out my little pad of paper here so I can keep track of this as we get along. Got Nemesis with a 40, but Nemesis always so the way it works with us, if you're actually helping, like, go ahead and find these trope maps, doing the hard work, you get first pick. So 33 from me.
Wrong channel.
Who's that?
I
Wolf.
I rolled in the wrong channel.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Wolf is 75. Look at that. Violence needs to take another crack at that. We got Oki with 78.
Well, I think I'm doing this.
Cool.
No, I'm not doing it. I don't know. I don't remember how to do it.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you. So, yeah, go ahead, Wolf.
I'd say type in /roll, and it should pop up.
That's right.
Like your commands.
No.
Oh, you don't need the hashtag.
Yeah, you don't need a hashtag. Yep. There we go. 69. Woo, nice number, Violence.
Oh,
hey. There we go. 69 for Violence. And then, let's see what Oki gets. Got Joker here. Joker Soul Dragon, my good friend.
I got a 78. I was muted, so I was telling him, like, you don't need the hashtag when I wrote it.
Oh, you're right. There you go.
I was muted and someone else got it, so.
Oh, there you go. Gotcha. Perfect. So you got 78 for Oki. Oh, yeah. You're right there in the loot order. So you're all good. Joker Soul Dragon, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Cheers, man. What'd you get from Panda Express?
I got their honey walnut shrimp, fried rice, mushroom chicken, and broccoli beef.
I love Panda Express. Joker, could you give us a quick D100 roll in the TWL hall real quick?
As soon as I figure out how to do that, I will.
So you do /roll, and then you type in 1D100. Man, the dice hates me.
1B.
Okay, 26.
26.
Gotcha.
But
perfect.
not as much as it hates me.
All right, I think we're good to go. Joker.
Actually, slowest number wins, but I mean.
Gotcha. Joker, can you get yourself over to the Citadel, and then Nemesis can drop us a gate to our first treasure map for the evening.
I can certainly try. It's going to be hard to multitask with my food, but I will do my best.
Sounds good.
Extreme multitasking.
Best kind.
You know, that is something I'm really surprised about with Panda Express is how much food they always give you.
Isn't
At
that
least
good?
for me?
Dude, I like it. I don't like them scrimping
I
on
mean,
my...
it's a little pricey, but not too bad. I mean, it's
It's
like this was $23, so it wasn't bad.
It's like 2 meals though, almost. I feel like.
Oh
At least
yeah, for
me.
20 for exactly. Like there's definitely they are generous with their portions, you know.
Yeah, they're generous. Their portions are pretty good.
I
always
feel like
get
this
their
is an
bigger
ad
plate,
for
my
Panda
wife
Express,
doesn't
but I do like how they have an open kitchen. You know, like
Yeah.
everything's like cooked like right in front of you. There's something really nice about
Sponsor
that.
us,
You know?
Panda.
Yeah, sponsor TM
Yeah, they
Dinosaur.
brought you by
Come to
Panda
Wyvern's
Express.
Lair, sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
You don't have to pay us money, just food.
All right, I'm gonna go through the gate. Joker, get your ass over to the Citadel. What are you doing?
My thing had to update.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Are you using the web client too?
No.
Okay. Maybe it's a patch that... Oh, that's right. I think...
Probably 120.
120, yeah. Nemesis,
Yeah, mine did.
what are the highlights of 120 for you? I know that you're really excited about the publish on the
Oh,
production shards.
all of it.
The patch notes look amazing.
It looks so good. Rubble, stealables, all sorts of good stuff in there in between. It's gonna be some fun stuff. I'm gonna be busy.
Really impressive work. Really, like, I don't think people understand how much is currently on the shoulders of Parallax and Chironics at the moment. I can't put into words how appreciative I am of just how much they're putting into these dynamic events right now and how much work goes into it. They must really be charging on all cylinders, so cheers to them.
Day.
Pocta says boo at giving retail Shadowbane? What the heck? What's Shadowbane? What's this? Pocta says removing Parallax and Chironics. What's going on with the Shadowbane business that Pocta's up in arms about?
Not sure.
Shadowbane, I thought for a second Pocta was referring to the MMO that I used to play, the PvP MMO
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Shadowbane.
right,
Yeah. Let's look this up.
Guild
Shadowbane.
Hall, where do I gotta go?
Ultima Online. Yeah, go to the Guild Citadel and we'll get you from there.
I am there. I logged
You're
off there the other day.
All right. Then in that
Alright.
case,
Open that gate over.
Oh, I just opened the gate there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Shadowbane Tabard is a notable piece of equipment
Yeah.
introduced during Ultima Online Shadow Awakening event, part of the Echoes. What? Pocted, why are you so triggered by the Shadowbane Tabard? It's the mount in Blackthorn
Oh,
from
you
Hale.
want that? I got it.
Oh, Shadowmane. That's what he was trying to say.
Me,
Really? They brought over
It's
Shadowmane
texting
to production?
I hope so, right?
Well, I kind of get it. If they're sharing, like, maybe they can take over a few things from New Legacy, but if New Legacy and production are sharing the same sort of chase pets or chase decorations or chase items, it invalidates the motivation for production players to actually support New Legacy. Hey, look at that. Queen Tiamat herself saying, sup, nerds. Queen, if you want to hang out with us on Discord, you know, it's a small gathering this evening, so you're welcome to join us and be on voice and badger us about playing this game, this MMO that we all love so much. Joker, are you here too? Yeah, you're here, Barathis. Good,
Yeah, I'm
good,
here.
good. I've been running around like, I don't know, a guild leader on crack. Let me give this treasure. Oh, that's not the right one. This is the right one. There we go. Boom! All the tropes. Do I have to give you a gold piece? Yes, I do.
Yep.
There you go.
Ooh.
We got Rex lurking there in the background. Rexabrew, how are you, my friend? All right, we're ready to do this. So when Nemesis starts popping up the chest, let's all kind of like meet up somewhere over here and
Yeah,
take
you go
on.
up there and I'll try to bring some spawn up.
That sounds good. Let's all hang out over here, because when that chest pops, people are going to drop. So.
Yep, and I'm right there. So hey, hey, this is the fun part.
That reminds me.
Will I survive?
Get everyone's bars. Hey, let me just say, it's so good for all the avatars that were able to make it out this evening. I appreciate you guys so much. I really feel any MMO is better with friends and guild members.
Oh,
so.
Well,
Team
I
X.
was going to do my first stream today for Dune, so I was only going to be here for like an hour. But I'm just going to play a little bit more of it and relax tonight.
Oh, I was looking forward to that. I was looking forward to you getting into Dune Awakening. Does that mean you're going to play it over the weekend?
I'll play. I might still stream it. It just might be like 8 o'clock. I don't have thumbnails ready. I don't have anything ready because it wasn't necessarily planned.
Gotcha. Well, dude, I'm excited for that. I'm trying to stay alive, so I definitely want to talk to you a little bit more about it. Elroy, welcome to the Guild Treasure Hunt. Good to have you here. And we got Queen also responding to us in the Stygian Abyss saying, thanks, but I'm not feeling so great, so it's best I don't try to be social. Queen Tiamat, you get your rest. Queen gets
that being said, Queen, are we still on for playing games later? We were supposed to play last night, but we both just sat and visited. That's all we did.
Hey, that's cool. That's cool. You guys are just hanging out in voice?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard this at the top of the screen. You probably didn't, but I was just hitting my teenage years when Ultima Online came out, and Heels on Barathas. And so I kind of missed the boat on Ultima Online. I was living vicariously through, what I could find out about Ultima Online through, game websites at the time, message boards. It just seemed like such a fascinating world to be a part of and explore. That wasn't the case with EverQuest. EverQuest came out just a couple of years after Ultima Online, and I actually was briefly able to play in Beta Phase 4. I was, one of the early launch players. I played for a while on a server called Karana, and then I had rolled a character on first Rallos Zek and then Talon Zek, so I was taking part in some PvP back in the day on those servers. So EverQuest was an experience I was briefly able to get into, and so I have that history with EverQuest. And recently Daybreak launched their latest time-locked progression server, Fangbreaker, and my friend Pwnstar Gaming has me thoroughly addicted to Fangbreaker at the moment. So I've been getting done with work and putting in some late nights with Pwnstar and his friends. And I saw you and Queen lurking out in the Stygian Abyss there last night. I wanted to join you folks, but maybe I can drag you guys into or join you folks. Oh, is the chest done?
It is.
Heck yeah, that was quick. Well done, team. Oh, look at Elroy in his void-scarred boots. Elroy, you know how it works. Victories in the real world, virtual world, rants and rages. Whatever you want to share in the guild chat, and I'll be sure to read it. All right. Nemesis, where do you want to present the antiquities for this thing?
I'm putting them right down over here, right by Elroy.
Okay, did you get your pick?
I did get my pick.
So we just got 2 from this chest?
There's 3 down right
now.
now.
Okay, I see.
Miles' book and a chest.
Got it, okay. So that being the case, let's take a quick look at our loot order. That's Oki, Wolf, and Violence in Video Games. Go ahead. In order, of course, so we'll have Oki first. Get your pick. Once Oki's done with their pick, it's over to Wolf, then Violence, and we're ready to move on to our next trove.
Sweet.
Do you want to give some trove maps? Violence, would you be willing to run some trove maps for us too, so we can just bounce back and forth? Would that be cool with you?
Yeah, that works for me.
Cool, man.
Cool,
Would
yeah.
you mind throwing some trove maps there? Nemesis, and that way he has a chance of getting his heirlooms.
Goodies.
Yeah, look out for your heirlooms.
Alright, I'll toss that to you.
You got Rex saying he's sleepy out there in Stygian Abyss. Queen Tiamat says, as long as I don't have to think, Mr. Joker Soul. So it looks like you guys still might be able to get together and hang out a little bit after the stream.
I will.
Awesome.
And we got Nikki the Worm out there in the Stygian Abyss layers and saying, "What up, dude?" Hey, Nikki, good to have you here. I don't know if you saw this, but I actually shared a link to your Twitch channel right at the top of the stream. Nikki the Worm is part of Pone Star Gaming's Outlands Ultima Online community, and he's joined us for the adventure on Fangbreaker, the most recent TLP from EverQuest. Good dude, playing a lot of roguelikes over there on their Twitch channel. Elroy says, "Don't think I mentioned before, I finished my test run in Fire Emblem, worked out the exact challenge and submitted to the person who might do it, but it'll be a while before I hear an answer." Interesting. Does anyone here have experience playing Fire Emblem? Aside from Elroy?
I don't. I know of them. I have friends that are diehard Fire Emblem Fate people, but I never owned a 3DS or any of that stuff. So.
All right, let's start with the big gaming news that's happening right now. And unfortunately, it's not the Fangbreaker TLP or Publish 120 for Ultima Online. It's Dune Awakening. Who here is? I know Joker Soul is interested in checking it out. Anyone here been following Dune Awakening? Excited about checking out the latest survival game from Funcom? Survival/MMO hybrid.
I was either gonna do that or Doom. I was gonna do the game I'm playing now or Doom, and I had a hard pick. They're both so good.
Ooh. So yeah, why Blueprints over Dune Awakening for you, Wolf?
I don't know. I think I was kind of in the mood for puzzles. But
Dude,
man,
Dune Awakening, Elroy. Dune.
Oh, Dune. I thought you said Doom.
No. It's the
I
mask.
digress, man.
It's the mask.
I have not played that either.
Gotcha.
It's very good.
I'm
And
hoping that it's out.
they
for
really
the
focus.
PlayStation.
Yeah. The sense that I've got too from other people that I know that play it, have been playing it, is that they worked hard to make Dune Awakening feel like Dune first, a survival game second.
Nemesis,
So
whenever
you
you're
feel
at the
more
next treasure
immersed.
chest, you throw out that gate for us. Don't wait.
Sounds good.
You were saying, Joker?
I was just saying they really tried to respect the IP, by really making it more focused on the Dune aspect and not just a survival RPG. So the survival is kind of second versus Dune being the primary part of it, which is really nice.
Well, I mean, at its core, it is a survival game, but it's
Yeah.
it's built on the foundation of the Dune universe by Frank Herbert. There we go.
Frank Herbert.
Yeah, I was gonna say Herbert Howard. Combining Conan Survivals and Dune Awakening together. Elroy says, "Oh, I think I heard about that. Isn't that going to be an MMO?" Yeah, it's going to be sort of like an interesting hybrid between an MMO and a survival game. Elroy?
It's basically
Gates
Conan
up.
Exiles.
But there's really important
It's kinda
differences.
operates the same way.
So
yeah,
you-
there is.
So the most important difference between Conan Exiles and Dune Awakening is that there's going to be a part of the game world that will essentially be kind of like a PVM environment. So players can build their structures, sort of take part in the player versus environment aspects of the game, free from player conflict. So that's kind of similar to, I guess, Conan Exiles, right? We've had that experience before. Everyone head up north.
I was trying to tell you to run.
Jeez, thanks for the warning.
I did try to warn you.
So what makes Dune Awakening special and really interesting for me is that there's this part of the game world called like the Deep Desert. And that's where you're going to find a lot of the best resources of the game, the most sort of sought after materials. All that's going to be available in the Deep Desert. The Deep Desert is going to be an open PvP area, and it's going to be sort of like shared across like shards or servers, if you will. So, people from all sorts can can take part in that. And the cool thing about the Deep Desert, and why I think Dune Awakening is going to be ultimately a better experience than Conan Exiles, is that every week it resets and randomizes. So it's never going to be the same sort of Deep Desert that you went to the previous week. That to me is very exciting, because one issue I had with Conan Exiles was how once you discovered the world map, that was kind of it. Like the whole excitement around exploration and the unknown that was so intoxicating for me as a Conan Exiles player kind of went away.
The sandstorms are supposed to help with that, with reshaping things in the deep desert.
That's correct.
Too.
Yes, that's right.
So that allows, that lends itself to that, you know, because like there's parts of the Sahara Desert in its vastness that every year are completely different because of the sandstorm. So
very true. Nemesis, I totally forgot to get the gold from the previous chest, so if you picked it up, let me know. Give me a shout, and then
I did grab it.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
Perfect.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of goodies over here.
Nikki the Worms rocking a Red Baron pizza for dinner. I like it. I like it. Doom Awakening. That's going to be an exciting film to catch. Cool. So we got a couple of cool things here. The arcane mask of a doomed house. I think I'm gonna. Ooh, no. I like these mystical hourglasses. The Sacred Order. I want to have one at every corner of the Citadel. I'll pick this one up. That's gonna be my pick. And then we're gonna go over to Joker. Joker gets next pick.
I select Tinky Winky.
Good. Get something, Joker. Don't get the gold. Pick up one of those antiquities there.
Okay, good. You got it. I was like, what the crap? It went away. Did I get it? Where's the antiquities? I mean,
north of you. Control Shift.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Because it's the easiest thing I can find, I'm taking the mask.
Sounds good.
I'm
Good
taking
choice.
the dog, dumbass.
Yep.
I can't get it.
Click and drag it towards you. You're too far from it. There you go. Yeah. Maybe a little closer.
It doesn't like me.
A little closer. There you go. All right, next up is Oki.
Did I get it? Yeah.
Oki's next.
Did Elroy get one?
Oh, shit. Elroy. Thank you for reminding me. Elroy, could you give me a D100? Oh, it's 79. There we go. Let me put them in the order. So let me thank you for reminding me. Wow, Elroy's at the top. So Elroy goes next. Elroy has next pick. Then Oki. There we go. Elroy's should grab theirs. And then it's over to Oki. And Wolf has next pick. Violence, you ready for to get us over there?
Yep, I can throw a gate.
All right, everyone. Yeah, let's all head back to the Citadel.
I never went with you guys. I got distracted.
You got distracted.
I was looking at the Dune Awakening, and I was like, oh shoot, everybody's gone.
I highly recommend it. I think so far I've played maybe an hour last night. Queen watched with a little bit. It actually plays really well, but I'm also a big fan of the Dune books and the movies, and
yeah,
I love the
they're
lore
fun.
stuff. I've dived into the lore a lot. I also like how they went about this story versus so in Dune Awakening, Paul Atreides doesn't exist. Because what they did is
hold on one second. Everyone make your way back to the Guild Citadel. So that's first priority here. Make your way back to the Guild Citadel, Nemesis included. Well, yeah. Or Nemesis, you're going to the next map.
Yeah, I was trying to. You
Okay. No, you can go to the next map.
Elroy and Oki and me are still just sitting here. We're all the dead things.
So you guys got to come back. Use your rune books to get back to the Citadel.
I don't have a rune book, but somebody will.
Okay, we got Oki. How do you not have a rune book, Joker?
Hey, my parents aren't as wealthy as everybody else's parents, okay? Jeez. Classist.
That's great.
You want me to send the gate back to the guild house?
I think
Oh yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Elroy says, I have a rune book, but I can't take him with me. Could you put the rune
That's
book
okay,
on the
just leave me
ground
to
and
die.
have him use it? And then you take the rune book and then port yourself over? Is that a possibility, Elroy?
I'll just.
Yeah, he's going to try that. Wait, Joker. Shush. He's going to put the book on the
No.
ground for you. You're gonna use the book on the ground. Don't pick it up. And then Elroy will port over.
How do I use it while it's on the ground?
You double click on it.
I didn't know you could do that. I thought
Yep,
you
I
had
mean,
to have it in your possession. That's cool.
Nope.
The Weaver's Lair.
The Weaver's Lair, yes.
Recall.
Yeah. Yeah, you
There
can
you
use
go.
it on the ground. That's why rune libraries work.
Yep. There you go. Nicely
That's
done,
how we do it in
Elroy.
the dirty
Appreciate
South.
that. Okay, Violence, throw down that gate, and we're ready to go.
Okay.
This time, hopefully,
Another
Wolf
room's
can
good.
follow us. There we go. Gate's ready. Let's go.
All right.
I made it.
Woohoo!
You did it.
You grab your
Okay,
health
and
bars.
We did it. We did
The-
it.
The
Hooray!
treasure chest should be basically right here. so-
Thanks for that. Thank you.
No worries. Everyone, let's go a little north. The chest doesn't pop in front of us.
Yes, sir.
Go a little north if you can. And
I'm not
Violence.
even in the group, by the way.
Violence, you can. No, we're not partied up. Violence,
okay.
once the chest is popped, could you help drag kite some of those creatures up to us?
Yes.
Cool.
They are all coming after me.
So what we
Well,
want,
he's kiting them
heals
for us,
on
he's kiting them.
Nacho, heals on Nacho. There we go. Get heals on Nacho. There we
I got you, Libre.
Nice.
Thank you.
I got you, Libre.
Thank-
Look at all those poison elementals.
That's a lot of
All right, yeah, I guess we can get in there. It's not too bad.
And
Poison
there's just-
elementals. I didn't know my former sister-in-law was here.
Ah, the jokes.
Sick burn. Sick burn.
Ooh, Cold Drake, get wrecked.
Not so bad.
Not bad at all. This is a pretty okay
No,
chest.
I'm not attacking William.
I think I sicked
It
my
seems
dragon
like
on you
you
by
are.
accident.
I've done that plenty of times.
I'm going past it.
I wish there was a way that if you're in the guild, you didn't have PvP here.
It's
Well, I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do to change it. Like I have mine where I can't click on animals and stuff. Like you can go and you can change what you can and can't target.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
There, I'd have to look in the settings a little bit, but in the enhanced client, I think you can do it in all of them, but you can. I have it to where I can't select mounts and stuff. So then, if I click them, it won't let me target them anyways.
Yeah, just knowing that, it's good to know. I'll look that up.
Okay.
I can also see about figuring out.
Just appears to be just two things in this chest.
what you got.
So I will place them
Oh.
here.
Must have been a horde map for sure.
Oh, it was.
Time Worn and Jawbone and the Ancestral
Okay.
Halls.
Alright, it's that one and this one.
Cool. Ruin Vials of the First Lord. So Wolf, you get your pick.
I don't think I've ever gotten a jowl.
There we go. Then it's going to be myself, I guess. So I'll go ahead and grab this Ruined Vial. Store it there like the little hoarder that I am. And that would put Joker up next on the lineup for the next map. All right.
I'll go
So
ahead and,
we're all heading
I'll go ahead and
back.
send everyone back.
Oh, sounds good. Thanks. Thank you. Violence in Video Games. And we're back. Cool. All right. Nemesis. We're ready, my friends.
All right, coming in hot.
Nice.
You guys are blocking my location.
Oh, I think it might be Violence's gate there. Thank you, Violence, for quick horde map there. Okay, how's it been for you? coming back to Ultima Online and spending time in New Legacy. How's your own player journey going? Are you still enjoying your time out here? Yeah, I'm curious to get your thoughts as a returning vet.
The portal's open.
I really enjoy it. I gotta say, I like the
Portal's open. Go through. You're saying Oki?
I'm trying.
I really enjoy it. I like the kind of the speed at which I can like max a character and play it.
Mm-hmm. Do you play any other games aside from Ultima these days, or are you really just an Ultima purist?
I will say these days I'm pretty much an Ultima purist, but I have also been playing a little bit on Outlands.
Okay, gotcha. And how is that for you? Just out of curiosity.
Now
Okay.
that I kind of got a good start on it, it's a lot better.
I understand, like
If
the.
you-
Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're fine.
No, what were you gonna say, Joker?
Oh, I was just gonna let him know how to make it so you can't make war on pets and stuff. but it's
Oh,
okay.
oh yeah. You're talking about Wolf?
Yeah, whoever it was, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can like after this treasure thing, I can help you.
Okay.
It's really quick and easy.
I've heard that the progression system in Outlands is quite deep, Oki, and gives players like a lot to work towards. Are you finding that about Outlands?
It is, and it's this was probably the third or fourth time I've tried playing Outlands,
Mhm.
and this is the first time I'm really getting into it.
Oh, good. You know, there's all kinds of ways people could enjoy Ultima Online these days. And that's sort of like, I think that's what, if Grey Shard's giving you the Joneses, so be it, you know? It's up to production to offer something compelling, right? And to,
What you said.
yeah.
What you
Yeah,
said.
on one
Exactly.
of the shards, you know, I run a combo mortuary and barbecue.
Shut up. No, you
Yeah.
don't. That's awesome.
You hook 'em, we cook 'em.
Oh, no, you don't. Oh. You show me where and when, and I'm checking it out, man. That's awesome. That's awesome.
You cook 'em. All right.
Honestly, my main problem with production here is gearing. It just confuses me, and I'd rather just get vanquishing gear and be happy.
Honestly, if you think it's confusing on New Legacy, I would caution you about stepping foot onto current day production, because
Don't do it.
No, I'm talking
Yeah,
about
it-
I'm talking about production.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
fine here because it's very similar to. I've been playing Ultima Online since Second Age,
yeah.
Nice.
and I was like a counselor.
Oh, I didn't know you were a
An
counselor.
early
Oh,
teen.
nice. Very nice.
And so like I'm good with the way that it's here. It's one of the reasons why I like New Legacy.
100%. I
like
totally
New
agree.
Legacy because it's so much. I actually tried playing on a production. I still have the character.
I remember Joker.
You know, I was lost as a blind man on a subway that goes nowhere.
I remember you
bad.
telling me, like, DM.
I'm like, it's like,
That's
oh, make me,
really something
go
else.
mine this rock, you know, because I want to be a blacksmith. I'm like, cool, let's go mine this rock. Well, it wouldn't let me mine the rock. I'm like, this is the rock you're telling me to mine. I'm like, okay, someone's gonna die, and it's probably gonna be me.
All right, Joker, you're up. Pick up your antiquity. We got 4 to choose from. Is any of those 4?
I'm gonna take the cursed carrot of the king.
Chris Carrot. That sounds good. Next up is Elroy. And then Oki. Next up is Wolf. And that leads us to me having first pick at the next treasure chest. Good trove map, team. Thank you, Nemesis.
Cool.
All
I
right.
came back to Citadel.
Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you.
Head to the next one.
Sounds good. What was it like working as a counselor, Oki, back in the day?
I really enjoyed it. It was really chill. So I haven't always played until recently. It was always like a tamer mage or a tamer mage bard. And so I could just kind of turn on being a counselor, and people would just ask for help, because it was basically being a game master without like ban. So I would just show up and people would be like, I'm stuck, and I could unstick people.
Was that were you paid, or was that sort of like a volunteer thing for yourself?
No, it was just volunteer, but it was like you had to apply for it, and then it was one of the only ways to get like a hooded robe. And I think they were blue at the time with like a gold edge.
Gotcha, cool. And is that hooded robe, was that an item you could give to one of your play characters, or that had to stay on your guide character or your counselor character?
So you were always on your played character that was in the counselor's guild. It's just when you kind of turned it on.
Go through the gate.
Sorry, you can't go through red gates into the purple one.
You're
Red
saying
means
Oki?
stop, green means go.
You're saying Oki?
You were always on your character. It just, you like turn it on, so you basically like go on shift, and it would give you put the robe on, and you'd get the extra like powers, like to teleport and unstick people and stuff like that.
That's
Answer
interesting.
questions.
That's interesting. That must have been like way back in the early days of the game. What years was this when you were serving as a counselor?
That would have been like 99, somewhere between 99 and 2001. So
Wow.
I think Renaissance had just come out. Trammel was a thing, but they still didn't have pet slots, because I kind of quit right around that time.
Gotcha.
Got a few
Cool.
things coming in here.
Nice. All right, I see that collector. Speed up the collector here. Oh, this is going to be a big old map. Get ready,
Yeah.
folks.
Trying to lure some things away here.
In the shadow again.
Oh, okay. All right, remember me.
Oh, what, you went down?
Sorry, I only have about 5-second memory, so
Jeez,
for the
Joker.
next 5 seconds I will remember
Joker,
you.
you're relentless with your corny jokes. Can someone thread that?
Of course.
Yeah, one of the greater dragon. Perfect. Violence, do you need res? Yep.
Yes.
There you are. Okay, let's go and try to get violence up here if you can. Get some bandages up on violence. Probably, hopefully more than me. There we go. Quick.
Get away.
He's very delicate.
There's only death.
There you go. Okay.
The ancient one's trying to kill me.
Everyone on the greater dragon. Focus fire on the greater dragon. Run away from the ancient worm, Joker.
I'm good. I got this.
Yeah. Just run away from that ancient worm. Everyone on the greater
Can't
dragon.
handle my mullet.
Everyone on the greater dragon.
But the greater dragon looks like your dragon.
Yeah, attack the red one. That's the one.
I'm piecing them
Oh,
out.
okay.
Okay, perfect. Oh, he popped back to the chest.
Oh, he did?
He did.
Suck it, you ancient worm.
Guys,
Back to
keep
the
around
gene
me.
cupboard.
Keep around me. Let Nacho pull.
Okay, we can get this greater dragon.
Sounds good.
He's coming over
That's
here.
cool, Loki. I didn't know that you had a counselor background. That caused a lot of headaches for Electronic Arts and OSI eventually. But it was a cool program. I believe the ancient worm popped back to Elroy. You were saying Oki?
I could definitely see how it could be abused by people.
Well, what happened was those counselors turned around and said, "Hey, we were working for you guys. You should pay us." And they started a class. Someone amongst the counselor program started a class action lawsuit that EA then had spent years dealing with.
Always
really?
one.
Yeah.
No.
Yep, it was a big thing.
Gotta ruin it for the
Big
rest of
thing.
us. Oh, life, it doesn't love me.
That's why almost no one working for Broadsword today is a volunteer in the same way that the counselors were. With a handful of exceptions, if you are involved with the game in any capacity, you are either a contractor or an employee.
Okay, we have
Yeah,
the
it's kind of a
Gamesware
bummer. But
Hey, this is the United States of America. We are
They
a
should have made
litigious
it like
society.
they should have made it an unpaid internship.
forever.
Not forever.
Like, this is, if you want, it's an unpaid
This is the
internship for
best
eternity.
internship I've ever had.
All right, I'm gonna try to get my regs.
It's the best internship.
Yay!
You were never involved in like the counselor program Nemesis. You were always like just a rank and file player.
Casual, man.
Gotcha.
Always casual.
Building
Yeah.
up that amazing castle in Atlantic.
Yeah, you know, you know what's funny? Just went through the Synth. I had more of a crew that I played with like from childhood onwards. that
Again,
kinda
stay
took
around me,
part.
folks. Stay around me, and then let violence drag things to us. You were saying Nemesis?
Oh yeah, no, I had more. We had a pretty good group going when I was younger, like in the early days of it, and that was super fun, man. And then as time went on, man, just kind of life, man, like college. I remember I probably took a break at one point or another, then picked it back up, and you know, had been doing that off and on for a long time.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Adult life kind of comes and goes in terms of windows of opportunity to have some free time.
Yeah. Dude.
Oh, heals on Barathas. I got you. Oh, I don't got you. You ran away.
I got it. I may be disoriented and nauseous, but I've got bandages.
Where the heck are you? Where the heck are
I've
you?
got about $2,000 in badge. I got about 2,000 bandages.
There you go.
I have bandage self on a macro, so.
How is the rest of
I
that
can fight.
that horde Trove looking? Trove Guardians. We're
There's-
almost through them.
There's 2 ancient dragons and another greater dragon.
Nice. Yeah, thread them back over to us. Good work, Violence.
Excuse me.
We had such a great conversation with Bonnie Nemesis. I can see. I'm so excited to share that interview with Bonnie sometime later this June, and I'm really appreciative that you were able to join and represent sort of like a veteran voice in that conversation. And the way that we ended it was so
great.
perfect.
Yeah, you give the players what they want, man.
Oh, sweet. I'm gonna have to
Heals
go
on
watch it now.
nacho cheese. Heals on nacho cheese.
Graphic
Yeah, for those of you
movies.
who may not know, Bonnie Armstrong, aka Masana, has been a longtime fixture amongst the development team for Ultima Online, led the production of the game for many years as lead producer, and is now heading up customer service, handling all the event moderators for Ultima Online. Which I think is such an important element of Ultima Online today that makes it such an exceptional MMO, the event moderator program. You don't really see that in other mainstream MMOs anymore. Not even, I think, in World of Warcraft, with all its resources.
Not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like that. It was a big element, man. I mean, like, again, and there was some, PMs that were particularly really good that put on good content for the shards. So.
Absolutely. They really. I still think that's one of the secret weapons, along with player housing, one of the secret weapons for OSI Ultima Online for sure.
But I actually chuckled. I think recently I heard, did WoW come out with player housing finally after all this time?
Yes. It only took them 2 decades.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Basically, the entire time that they've been around.
Yeah, no, exactly.
RuneScape, to put that in perspective, RuneScape has had player housing for over 15 years.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Like just saying, right?
Like,
It's not out yet for WoW.
Yeah.
Not out yet,
it's
huh?
planned.
They do have I think it's going to be the next expansion, so in about a year.
Really?
It's supposed to
Okay.
come out. And
Dude, this
That
dragon, what the heck?
You guys okay over there?
Can we get this dragon off the water?
I don't know, but it burned me in my butthole, and I did not appreciate it.
Ooh.
I was running away, and it hit me right in the star.
Right in the star. Jesus. Did you get turned? No, you're good.
I don't know if I can get it to walk on
Taco
land.
Bell.
What the heck?
All right, I'll get it.
Slurns McKenzie. Welcome to the Wyvern's Lair, my good friend.
Nope, never mind.
Hey. You know how it works here. Victories in the real world, virtual world rants and rages, my friend. What do you have to share with us this Friday as you get settled up with the avatars of the lair?
Victories, made some really great chicken tenders with teriyaki sauce, so fantastic.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
First Friday of the summer for me, so even though I don't get paid over the summer, it's a nice break. So
Applause! Slurms is free for 2-3 months. Let's go.
Man, are you an OnlyFans creator too?
But other than that, no rants, no raves, just enjoying life right now.
Cool,
trying to get
man.
through stuff, so
Cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
How did the house sitting go for those doggos? It went well?
Oh yeah, for my
Yeah. I remember you joining us on the
Yeah, my
laptop
mom's
for a couple of times.
Yeah. That it is hard to. I mean, I like my laptop having the option to be able to play when I'm away from home, but
Yeah.
man, the difference between a 28-inch screen and a 16-inch screen is drastically different on that text.
Yeah. That's like every time I go back to see my parents back in the smaller town where they live in Idaho, and it's like their internet was like 8 meg.
Oh God.
So like I go back there and I bring my stuff with me, and I'm just like, oh God, it's like being back in the medieval ages.
When you hear that dial-up tone, man, you're like, oh man.
I can't believe that there's going to be a whole generation of kids who will never have heard that dial-up tone for the modem back in our day.
Dude,
Oh, I know, right? Dude, it's nostalgic. I should make it a ringtone.
Yep. Now I can finally say, I climbed up to school 10 miles back and forth. Used the dial-up modem back in my day.
Well, you know what the funny part is? Asking kids, how do you pick up the phone? And they always like how do you pretend to pick up the phone? And they always just like act like they're holding an iPhone. And it's like instead of the actual old way where it's like an actual like where you got the pinky down and the thumb up and all the other fingers pulled back like it's a phone. The kids don't even know that anymore.
Any
Or like
travel
you go to a
plans?
hotel.
Any plans for the summer, Slurm, since you got a big chunk of time off, or you just gonna spend time around the area with your wife? What's the plans there?
We're gonna go to. So my aunt couldn't use her Disney vacation one time last year, so we got a day at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and so me and my wife loved it so much. We're just like, they had a deal for I guess just Florida residents, and it was like 40% off or something. So instead of being like the average like $400 a night for the Animal Kingdom Lodge this summer, it was like $270 or something like that. So still a hefty price tag, but we grabbed 2 nights for it. So we're gonna do that. But other than that, not a whole lot planned. At least not yet. Maybe at some point. But
It sounds pretty fun in terms of immediate plans for you
I'm a
folks.
great cuddler.
But I will say, if you've never gotten the chance to go to Animal Kingdom Lodge, even if you just end up at Disney World at some point, take the bus over there. It is so cool.
I've never seen the flask, so that's gonna be my pick. Thank you, Violence, for running this trove map for us. And by the way, thank you, Slurms McKenzie, for the generous donation of several trove maps to these guild treasure hunts. Appreciate it. They are becoming increasingly rare and precious throughout the New Legacy Shard. Next up is Joker.
I'm gonna get all incensed about this.
Next up is Elroy. And we got Oki.
I'm still hoping my parents by that spot I was telling you down in Arizona.
Wolf's next?
That way I can make it down to your neck of the woods.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Joker. You gotta keep in touch with me about that. We can meet up with Nemesis here, too, and hang out together.
Oh, yeah?
Would be good.
Heck
there
yeah,
you
let's
go.
party.
Yeah.
Let's party.
There you go.
Yeah, my parents are selling their house they've lived in for, God, it's been about 23, 24 years
Violence,
now.
are you getting your pick out of these chests, your antiquity?
Oh yes. Well, I
Good.
was looking for my
Be sure to take one for yourself.
heirloom. Okay.
Elroy
If
says
not, I
someone's
got a
going to want to
27
replace their
stack
frying pan decoration in their house with an enigmatic frying pan of the ancestral halls.
Man,
All
I
right,
missed
we're-
out on a frying pan again. That's the second
All
time.
That's right. Oki's been collecting the frying pans.
God damn it.
All right, we're ready for the
Okay.
gate.
I'm gonna send this gate back to the
Sounds
guild
good.
hall.
And I'm ready when you guys get
Cool.
back.
Rock
wanna
and
get
roll.
my
We're getting through a
Samwise
lot of
Gamgee
these
on.
trope maps here.
Yeah.
Joker, good to
Well-
hear you in good spirits, by the way. I know the last couple of weeks it's been kind of rough for
Oh,
you.
yeah. I quit my job. It's great.
Yup.
Yeah,
All right, we're ready.
I gave him my 2 weeks notice, and I'm going back to doing flooring again.
Cool. Do we got a gate coming through for us, Nemesis? We ready?
Should be blocking again, actually.
Okay.
It's good. You can do it now, though. That
Okay,
gate's
let's
coming.
try it.
Try
Right now.
now. There we go.
All right.
Yeah,
Now.
yeah, yeah.
All right, we're playing a little game. It's called I'm Starting to Dig. No, get the hell away from where
Oh no, I left my Ember Wing
Once more
behind.
into the breach.
Yeah, come up here to this little clearing. Let's fight it out here. Nemesis can drag stuff up north. I'm gonna quickly
Why do
log
I
in and out.
Why do I feel like you're like riding on what is the equivalent of an oversized dung beetle?
Oh,
That's exactly what it is. That's
Alright.
why. It's my
Oh.
all right.
oversized dung beetle Gitka. There we go.
All right, yeah, this is a good spot. You guys hang there. I'll pull.
Oh my
Sounds
god.
good.
The other day, I think it was yesterday, my wife was watching Ice Age, one of the Ice Ages with my son,
Mm-hmm.
and there was these dung beetles in there, and he's like, why do I gotta bring this big piece of crap with me? So we're all in a big turd. And he's like, there'll be crap where we're going. And she's like, that crap was a gift from my mother.
Poop jokes are always funny.
I'm just saying, like,
Unless it
nothing
happens to you.
resonated more with me at a married level than that statement right there.
Abyss. Okay. Here we go.
Excuse me, I'm sorry I'm yawning.
No, it's been a long week. Yeah, I totally get it.
Well, I've been outside every day, and it's like been almost in the 90s every day, so I've just been out in the sun. It's like
Gotcha.
sapping my energy.
So I'm just curious. You know, I shared this at the top of the stream. Pwn Star Gaming has invited me to join him and some friends to check out the Fangbreaker TLP for EverQuest. Anyone here have some history playing EverQuest themselves?
Thought about it, but never actually did it.
Gotcha. Wow, no one else? Really?
My
only history-
childhood friend had his whole family played it.
Oh, really?
It was either that or World of Warcraft.
Oh,
And
wow.
I was just like, how does this work? Because I mean, talking about dial-up, like that was in the day where that's pretty much all that was there. I'm like, what kind of expenses are you
Yeah.
paying for that? But they'd all
Well-
have a computer. It'd be those like CRTs. I
Oh,
was like,
It
wild.
was-
They probably had multiple phone lines.
Yeah,
DSL and
I think
cable
yeah.
was around. Remember that it was late 90s. It was
True.
like 99 when it came
Yeah.
out.
True.
So
Yeah,
my buddy
true,
had
but even
DSL at that
so.
point.
But you still have them. You could hear. It'd be
But
like,
not everybody.
okay, not
had DSL.
everybody can
DSL
get
was still
online.
Fairly low.
Oh yeah, it
Like
was
its
definitely,
consumption in '99 was still pretty low because
Hey,
I remember
Wolf,
having-
stop attacking the energy vortex. That's a summon.
I let's see.
He's
I,
being chased
I
around by
remember-
the summon pet.
You don't
now
need
he
to do
won't
that.
leave me alone.
I know. He's made a new friend.
Spell that or he's good.
Yeah.
He's my summon now.
Yeah.
You're summon now.
I got some good loot.
Oh, you
I
did?
got some good loot.
Did you
know
get an
what I
heirloom?
got?
What'd you get?
You know I got an heirloom, baby.
Woo! Let's go. What'd you
You're
get,
welcome.
man?
Thank you. I got the dagger belt.
Hey, congrats.
Sweet.
That's a little
sweet. That is really
anticlimactic.
sweet.
It's not like the eugenics dagger belt of love, or
It could have
We're
been
gonna
the
find out.
pedestal. I think
Layers
that's the
and-
most letdown one.
Please join me in welcoming Calypto to the Guild Treasure Hunt. Good to have you here, Calypto. How you doing, my friend?
How's it
what's up,
going?
Kit Fox?
Doing good. Give me a moment and I'll be there. I'm actually picking up bods on my crafter real quick.
Sounds good. So I was.
Fox says he played it.
Oh,
Played EverQuest, by the way.
Oh, we got Kid Fox there in the Stygian of the Abyss. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Played it once. I couldn't get into it. Fair. EverQuest, it takes a certain
for
vibe and
everyone.
mindset. It's not for everyone, for sure. Just like Ultima
me.
Online.
You know,
Yeah,
I played,
Down,
I
down
played
for
a
drops.
bit, I played a bit of WoW, but was always more interested in RuneScape because I felt like WoW did not have the content. That's what I didn't like. Like even to this day, it's like, yeah, if I was to jump into WoW now after what 17 plus years or so of not playing it, yeah, there's lots to do. But like if you're always up to date, like you have very little to do. I think it's an MMO problem in general, in my opinion, because once you've reached the end game, there's only so much you can do in it.
Okay.
You have to
I'm
wait
going to
for
go
the
ahead and
next thing.
take my pick for Antiquity. Next up is Joker. Grab yours.
Yeah, I went from Ultima Online to Anarchy Online, and then Star Wars Galaxies, and then WoW.
Very cool. Next up is Elroy.
Galaxy.
Yeah, I was really stoked when RuneScape announced the RuneScape Dragon Wilds. I
Elroy's
played
next.
A lot of it so far, because of all the MMOs, that's honestly my favorite that I've
You're taming a chicken. Next up
I've
is
always wanted a pet
Oki.
like you.
I always wanted a pet like you.
All right, so that means that Wolf is up next for first pick. Calypto. We're gonna link up with you soon. If you can make your way to the Guild Citadel, that'd be awesome. Elroy says for most of them, Dungeons and Dragons Online is definitely an exception to that. Gotcha.
Yes. Dungeons and Dragons is probably one of the best MMOs because even when you max out, you can.
Nemesis, can we get that gate going back to the Citadel now? We're ready.
That's the thing I like about DDA.
Are we-
You can actually respec yourself down and get permanent bonuses. to
Slurms,
go
could we
back
get
to
a
level
gate?
1 again.
Going back to the Citadel?
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah, sorry, I'm on the way to the other map.
No worries.
My bad.
Yes, Tiamat. Yeah.
Oh, I was
Right.
gonna ask
There you go,
Wyron,
Calypto.
what
Yo.
happened to the gate or the stock area over here?
You know, I have no idea, but that's something that players can very easily tamper with. So these water barrels,
Oh.
like if you take an axe to them,
They're-
they just poof.
There was
Okay.
a special person, we'll say, that did it all over the server and moved all the barrels, even the ones to Manticore, and was messing with it. So I imagine
Dang.
that person also knew there were barrels here. and-
Really?
I do too, Kit
Yeah.
Fox. I still play DDO. Little known fact, so does Queen Tiamat. I got her to play it too.
What a
She does
little
like
imp
it.
slurms.
Yeah. People were not happy.
I
Because there were a
wouldn't-
lot of newbies running to Manticore that had no clue.
Didn't know
what
where
Gates
to go.
up.
Yeah.
Gates up, through the gate. So first things first, before we pop. Oh wait, we popped the chest already. No, the chest's not popped. So come up over to me, everyone. Let's gather around myself over here. Could I get a quick roll, from Calypto in the TWL hall? Roll 1d100 for me in the TWL hall, Calypto. So it's going to be /roll 1d100. That's going to put you in the loot order for the Guild Treasure Hunt here.
Where am I doing that at? The Great Hall?
No, the TWL
TWL.
hall. Yeah.
Okay. So it's /roll D100.
In the tacos with lettuce. You know.
56. Gotcha. Tacos with lettuce channel.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
oh my
Tacos with
God.
lettuce.
Calypto.
I like the tacos with lettuce library. learn all about.
That's it. It's officially
Hey,
been renamed.
I know
by,
from experience you cannot
Joker
bring
here.
tacos in a library.
You know, the majesty of the Wyvern's Lair has been reduced to tacos and lettuce. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh my gosh, that's a big trove. Everyone come up a little further north. A little
Holy
further north.
crap, was that
It's a lot
how
of
many-
dragons. It's a lot of dragons.
I'm just gonna keep running until I don't.
That sounds
Can't
good. Everyone
go
hang
anymore.
out around me. We'll have Violence. Is it Violence who's
Violence
running?
handle them all.
Yeah,
That's good.
I
Oh,
got it.
I
Yep.
just figured
He-
everybody,
don't look back.
everybody hang out by you. We'll have some violence.
He
Okay.
handled it. Poor Violence.
Yeah, it's all good. Just in case, I might take another quick look.
Sure, sounds good. Oki, you were saying you were
Yes,
playing a little bit of
yes.
Anarchy Online?
Ooh, Tiamat. That's what we're playing tonight. Playing DDO. Get it redone.
Kid Fox says.
Yeah, I played a lot of Anarchy Online.
I dabbled with Anarchy a smidge, very lightly though.
What was your memories of Anarchy Online, Oki? What do you remember about playing that game?
I really liked it. I played a doctor, and so it was just being able to kind of heal. and
Everyone on the
keep
Greater
people up.
Dragon?
Which one?
Yeah, the one that I'm on. Good question. Heals on nacho cheese, if possible. If you can reach him.
I've got him.
Okay.
I like to play Doctor too.
Heals on William. Oh man, I'm getting wrecked. Good job. Next Raider Dragon over here.
Damn, he bit me.
I played Anarchy Online for like 2 minutes, Oki, but I have a lot of respect for that MMO. It's like right up there with Ultima Online and EverQuest in terms of a legacy. It's been around for many years, and Funcom, to their credit, kept it going for quite some time.
Ooh. What's up, Feronial?
Hey, Feronial out there in the Stygian Abyss saying, man, Dungeons & Dragons Online has a massive amount of content by now. It sure does.
And they're putting out more and more too. Like they're adding more and more modules. But Kit Fox, I have a question for you. If you have a module, can I play as long as you have that module? If we join in.
All right, next Great
So
Dragon over here.
Oh, they just keep coming and we keep knocking them down.
And we're doing a great job.
Mm-hmm. All thanks to BM's leadership. We all know.
Shocker. So Calypto, you know how it works here at the Wyvern's Lair. Victories in the real world, virtual world rants and rages, my friend. What you got for us this Friday?
What do you mean?
Basically, whatever you'd like to share. Your story matters here. You're all avatars of the lair, and I just want to give myself and everyone else here a chance to get to know each other better as we get together for these romperoos on New Legacy.
It's been a pretty good week so far. I just got off work from an 11-hour shift, so.
Oh, that's a long shift.
Yikes.
Yeah, and I've been spending all week leveling a crafter.
Oh, nice.
I'm at 90 blacksmith and mining, 75 carpentry lumberjack, and 80 tailoring right now.
Sounds like you're covering all the bases there. Are you doing the narrative path for your crafter?
Yes.
And how are you finding it compared to like skilling up a crafter on production?
It was easier
Holy
on
crap.
production.
Whose dragon is this?
Ah!
How do I I've been trying to get off his like.
You have to invis.
Well, he can't
He was
invis,
also
he's a
going after
warrior.
Nacho cheese.
I could just kind of stay away.
I got you. I invised you. But no, he was going after nacho cheese too. I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
I was like, what the heck?
Poor Wolf's being chased by everything. Energy vortexes, dragons. It's a tough world for Fenrir
I'm not good
Nocturne
at-
here.
I'm not good at clicking on things.
You guys mind killing some skeletal dragons?
Not at all. Yeah.
There's one. One potion gone.
Oh, are you going for the Isidriel?
Yeah, I did like 13 of them on CD and I didn't get one, so I'm like, I'll
Rough.
just dump them all.
There you go.
Yeah.
How many potions you got stocked?
I got 8 right now on me.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Whoa! Did you get it?
Nice.
Heck yeah, dude! Don't attack it. Don't attack it. Don't attack it. We got Slurm's taming his Isidriel. You know what? I'm banking my Crimson Dragon and I'm going for it, dude. I'm gonna be right
Go
there.
for it.
Well, I'll do it right after we finish this treasure chest.
YOLO.
YOLO. Exactly.
Okay.
You only lasagna once.
Well,
So-
after 13
Indeed.
attempts on a Crimson Dragon and the first attempt on a Greater,
Right?
you know, I'm one of those people that's gonna go like, yeah, Greater's clearly the way to go.
Yeah.
It is.
Hey, congrats on your Isidriel. Is that your first, Slurms?
The first one for this character, I got one. First one I've tamed personally.
Well, that's still huge.
Yes.
Congrats. That's satisfying. I'm glad you got that drop for yourself. All right, Violence. Make sure you're picking up an antiquity for yourself. You're looking out for, your heirlooms.
Okay, I grabbed an antiquity, and these 3 here. What's
What's left?
That.
Gotcha. So, Wolf is up next. So, Wolf, grab yours.
Oh, where's the difference?
It's down south.
Okay, thanks.
Elroy says, did this one require certain animal knowledge? Yes, it does require knowledge of the undead bestiary, Elroy. Cool. So Wolf's got his. Calypto, you're up next. Go ahead and grab your antiquity, whatever you want.
Apparently that's not an antiquity. I read the word chest.
The mystical, mystical vase of the exiled house, and you got the enigmatic torch. There you go. You got yours. I'll grab the vase, and then that puts
It was on the horse corpse.
Joker up next for
Dirt hole for me.
the next trope map. Is this chest basically completed then, Violence? Did we check for banks and stuff like that out of it?
Yeah, I checked for that.
Cool. All right, we're ready for that gate to take us back to the Citadel.
All right, sending it here.
Slurms, Nemesis, and I have been talking a little bit about Publish 120 on production in this amazing siege event that Parallaxon and Chironix and team have developed for production players. Are you excited about it? Any thoughts on it?
I pay 0 attention to production, man, honestly.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So you're a New Legacy diehard then, huh?
Yeah, when I said I play New Legacy, I might start looking once.
I don't have the
season one
time,
ends.
dude. I don't have the time to play production and New Legacy.
It's gonna be a lot. It'll be good.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be a treat. I definitely have to link up with you, Nemesis, and check out Publish 120. We should definitely do that on stream. So I'll get in touch with you,
With that.
and we'll figure out how to do it. Sounds good.
I'll be on my rogue the entire time.
I love the name of your characters. They're so badass. Like, I think you got Corruption over on Atlantic too.
Yeah,
Is that one of your?
I've always done one-word handles of like random stuff. Yeah.
I just love it.
So.
Oblivion, Corruption, Nemesis. Like,
Nice.
it's all badass stuff.
Solid, man.
Dude, we're all ready for that gate, Nemesis. Speaking of.
Speaking of,
I got kicked off RuneScape because I had a one. Mine was 1 as well. It was just called Fleshlight.
Oh,
Joker.
give me 1 second because my wife is right here. Yeah. No, it's fine, dude. You're gonna laugh because it's
Head
the
up
same
north.
freaking story. Well, what was the first time I got banned in WoW? What was that? Yeah. I definitely got reported because I named a dwarf Huge Wiener.
Ah, that's funny. Hey, Dre.
And then,
Hope all's well.
Oh yeah, and I kept going. No, he's German. It's Hugenbeiner. Come on, Hugenbeiner. Yeah, and that lasted for a while too. Believe it or not. And then I think I defaulted to I'm the best.
I'm the best. I like that handle too.
We said that game
Very
one
modest.
more time.
Yeah, we missed Calypto.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
that was a good
That
one.
character got renamed, I think, 3 times.
In
Hey.
Halo 3, when I was younger, I had a character, his name was just Sausage Fest.
Oh, yes!
Because
Yes.
nothing was worse than getting killed by Sausage
Sausage
Fest.
became killed by Sausage Fest. Yeah, by the way, I used to dabble quite a bit in Halo. Quite a bit. Halo 2 was that was like one of my games. One of my games.
Was that the one where they like give you all those random names, but then you can name yourself?
I don't know on that one. I know you could use. I think I was playing on Xbox Live at that point, so it was whatever handle I think you had.
Yeah.
God, yeah, I do. I loved. I played way too much Halo 2 in college. Way too much.
We'd play online, and I remember one of the weirdest online experiences I had was there was a guild of like players that would come by, and every time they kill you, they would say, "God save the Queen."
Oh God.
And so it was kind of annoying, but then like when I killed them, I said, "Yeah, God save the Queen." They're like, "Ugh."
Great. I'm gonna keep hanging out here. Let's let Nemesis drag up stuff to us. So let's just be a little patient here. And I want to wish one of our layers as well out there in the Stygian Abyss, saying Kit Fox, saying I have to go later on. Appreciate you coming by, Kit Fox. Always a pleasure having you here. Who do we have out there in the Stygian Abyss right now? Who's listening in on the stream with the avatars of the layer? And by the way, speaking of avatars of the layer, once again, I am so appreciative for everyone who came by. Nemesis needs a res.
That happens.
Yeah, it happens, dude. It happens. I'm sorry I didn't get to you in time. Doing good work on this ancient worm. Slurms, do you have 1 or 2 extra bone flayer potions on you by any chance?
Yeah, I do.
Awesome, cool. I might see if I can score a few from you. All right, let's get Nemesis up.
Thank you all.
Someone's horse.
I'm gonna go ahead and use one of the potions right now on the body of the ancient worm because they do decay.
Yeah, grab it. Yeah, grab it now.
What do we got? Skeletal
Skeletal.
dragon. Poop. All right, so get it.
Kill it.
Kill it with fire. So, I was asking if anyone else here had any experience with EverQuest. So, Wolf has that story about that family playing it. Anyone else here have any history with EverQuest?
The only history I had was when it came out, and I think Ashron's Call was coming out, and we bought strategy guides for each of them.
Okay.
And we were looking at it through, and we're like, you know what? For sure, the one everyone's going to be talking about decades from now is going to be Ashron's Call. And yeah, I didn't get that right.
What was
To
it
be
about?
fair, if Ashram's Call
That's
hadn't
fine.
have gone out of business, they hadn't have closed down, I really do think it would have had a revival. Like, it was good.
Why did you feel it would have been Ashran's Call over EverQuest, Oki? And I'm curious to hear from Slurms what made Ashran's Call in his mind like worthy of persisting amongst the greats of the early part of the era.
Personally, I'm not really sure why. I thought, you know what, Ashron, it must have been something in the strategy guide that maybe just go, this is cool.
This is cool.
Yeah, it's got to be it, kind of thing.
Slurms?
So I really liked their character system a lot with like their customization, where you could like the big battles and stuff like that. Where EverQuest, when I looked at it, it always seemed like it was like more confined. So every time I looked at Ashran's Call, I was like, oh, this is kind of like the Ultima in like the 3D. Like this is where Ultima, if anyone remembers, the Ultima X that was gonna come out. What I thought that was gonna look like.
Heels up. Gotcha.
And so that's what I kind of saw from it, is kind of just a continuation of what Ultima had done in '97. it's like, oh, here, you know, they pivoted and kind of did that. So
EverQuest and Ultima Online, they defined an entirely new genre. Really two fascinating games, and there was similarity in terms of their development. Obviously, Ultima Online came first by some years, but EverQuest also had a really a surprisingly tight development schedule too. From what I understand, they had 1 year of like R&D building out the engine, and then 2 years of just massive crunch trying to create content for the game. Oh, was I weakened? I was. Okay. We got oops. Oh no, no, my beetle. I didn't mean to do that to you.
Thanks, Gray. Jesus. Gray came behind me, just shoved a friggin' starburst in my mouth and surprised the hell out of me.
It's a good partner right there.
Thank you.
Queen Tiamat says, I'm playing The Sims and lurking. Appreciate you, Queen. I always appreciate you keeping us company here. We got Feronial says, man, that was just a magical time for MMOs in general. There were so many neat ones rising and dying. Agreed, Feronial. There was no right way at that time to create an MMO, right? So there's a lot of creativity, a lot of experimentation that you just don't really see today. And EverQuest arguably kind of set a standard that a lot of MMOs began to chase. First with Blizzard, you know, doing what they usually do, take an existing sort of format and improve and iterate upon it with World of Warcraft, and then obviously you have all the Warcraft clones that followed. But yeah.
Only through with these ones. I didn't grab one this time.
Oh, you passed? Okay.
Yeah, I just passed. Yeah, you guys can grab.
Gotcha. All right, let me take a look at the loot order here. Boom. I'm keeping an eye out for crystals for you, Slurms. Next up is Joker. So get yours, Joker. Joker! Where's Joker? Did he dip? Oh, he's away. So we're gonna skip over Joker real quick. We're gonna go to Elroy next. Elroy, go ahead and grab yours. Sounds good, Nemesis. Thank you.
When we meet up next, does anyone happen to have an extra decoder or cipher?
I got one right on me. I just dropped one on the ground.
Next one is Oki. Then we got Wolf. And he's got the Forgotten Plate, so that means that Calypto has first pick next. Yeah, I appreciate all of the avatars making the time this Friday evening to kick back and hang out with us here. This is a really, unique thing that I'm trying to sort of create for the guild members here and in the Wyvern's Lair, and also just in terms of representing the OSI Ultima Online experience for a worldwide audience, really. So thank you all for showing up and being great ambassadors of this legendary MMO. All right, I think we're ready for that gate, Nemesis. Was it Nemesis or Violence who has the next map? I think it's Violence. There we go.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to the other one.
Where was that previous treasure chest? Was that outside of
oh God, where was it? Hold
Brit?
on.
Was it outside of Brit?
Come out to the clearing over here, folks. We'll fight it out over here. It's a little less, dense, than a little bit easier to see things, I think. There we go. Kit Fox says, friends on the phone with GF, so I'm back for a few. Sounds good, Kit Fox. Welcome back to the Stygian Abyss. Look at that rude snake coming up on me.
Talking about old MMOs, any COH, COV, or Daok players?
Yeah, translate those acronyms for me. What is that?
Dark Age, I know for one.
So Daok is Dark Age of Camelot, and then COV, COH is the Hero City of Villains.
Ah. You played Dark Age of Camelot, didn't you, Nemesis?
I didn't. I know of it. I did not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
played City of Heroes. Okay, I got a Slayer coming in. Or no, it's a Lord of the Abyss.
Cool. I played City of a Villains, Calypto, and I had a grand time while I was playing it. It was a lot of fun for the time that I had on it. I missed Dark Age at Camelot, but I've heard nothing but good things about Dark Age. What's your history with Dark Age?
I've never played that.
Oh, sorry, was it Oki who asked that?
It was okay.
Sorry, Oki. I meant Oki.
That was another one that I dabbled in. Like, I didn't really get too much into it, but I really liked the realm versus realm PvP. All the characters all the classes were kind of unique, but they were well balanced, in my opinion, across the different factions.
So I have a question about Dark Age of Camelot. I'm listening to this really fascinating content creator who's then, well, he's a couple of things. First, he was a pioneering MMO game designer. Got his start with EverQuest. Then went on to be creative director for DC Online. And then at some point during the pandemic, he returned back to EverQuest to revisit, this game that was so instrumental to his life and career. And he had on a series of his colleagues who used to work on EverQuest. It's been fascinating hearing from this cohort of developers who are behind the production of that great MMORPG. But the reason why I bring it up is because they actually talked about Shadowbane, which, like Dark Age of Camelot, has sort of a foundation in PvP more so than PvE as a core gameplay experience. And what the developer was trying to sort of get across here is that for these PvP games, what usually happens is one side becomes dominant on a server and basically kills the core gameplay loop of PvP, right? So once they dominate, they basically obliterate all competition, and something fundamental about the gameplay experience breaks when that happens. So what is it about Dark Age of Camelot that prevents that from happening? I'm curious.
I think, in all honesty, like, for a while, nothing did stop it. It did happen where you had servers that were very, like, one faction dominant, but I think the 3 factions helped slow that down.
Sorry, I'm not you, Oki. I'm talking about these skeletal dragons. So it did happen a little bit on Dark Age, huh?
I remember it did, but it was one of those kind of situations where if you had 2 factions that were kind of under, you could group together and then go after the dominant faction.
Interesting. Yeah, Dark Age is still going strong today under Broadsword management. Have you ever dipped in and checked out what's happening with Dark Age in 2025, Oki?
Haven't. I don't know what it is. I guess I don't really get, like, nostalgia glasses very much, and so the graphics really turn me off.
Fair enough.
I don't know why Ultima Online is an exception to that rule.
Maybe
Graphics will live on forever.
I think it's the painterly 2D sprite aesthetic, that's aged far better than those early 3D games like Dark Age and EverQuest. Feronial says Dark Age of Camelot was a ton of fun, but you had to be into the faction mindset, I think. Feronial says Warhammer Online had a 2-faction system and it worked out poorly.
Yeah, I think that was actually what undid Warhammer, is because people, when they realized that their server was dead, they just quit.
So that's what was happening with Warhammer Online?
That
Yeah,
was
that's
part
what
of it. There's a lot of bugs and, like, development issues with Warhammer Online, as far as I remember as well.
I heard that they hit 1 million concurrent players and then that dropped off really quick. All right, so we got our antiquities there. Thank you, Violence. Calypto's first. Oh, that was a good one. I had my eyes on that one. All right, I'm gonna go ahead.
It's so weird that the books are chests, like that you can put stuff in them.
Right?
It's so weird to me.
Yeah, it is kind of, but I like it actually. It's kind of cool.
Oh wow.
Hold on one second. I gotta adjust something here. My screen went a little screwy there. Okay, I got my pick. Next up is I think Joker's still AFK, so we're just gonna go over to Elroy.
Hey, Nemesis, did you say where that last treasure chest was? Because I wasn't there to pick up that cipher.
I grabbed
can
the
just grab you
cipher
another
that was on the ground. So
Oh,
who needs it?
I need it, yes. Nacho does.
Elroy's
Yeah, right,
next.
next
So
one.
Elroy got his pick. Oki's next. Oki.
Thank you.
Gotcha. Perfect. All right, we're that leaves Wolf up as first pick for the next chest. Slurms, could I get a couple of potions off you, if you don't mind? They've had no luck. No luck so far. This Sidriel hides from me. I appreciate this, by the way, Slurms, because I know how valuable these potions are.
Yep.
I'm gonna ask, can you craft them with an alchemist?
Yes.
Nope.
Okay.
You can only get them for a $2 slot if you have.
Joker's back. Oh.
It had that you were dragging something like constantly, so I couldn't. Do you have something in your cursor?
I do not, but let me log in and out because I actually had something weird going on with something I was trying to pick up. Hold on. I'm just going to quickly log in and out here. Hopefully that will clear up the issue. Welcome back, Joker.
Yep. I was playing hide and go seek with my son.
What's little Joker up to?
Oh, he's just chilling, destroying my house as usual.
Gotcha.
As a 5-year-old does.
As a 5-year-old does, that's right. Oh, I'm ready, Slurms. Slurms, thank you. Yes, you need to have... well, I'll let Slurms explain the bone flare recipe to... was it Calypto who was asking?
Yeah, because I was planning on doing alchemy also.
Whoa,
like
thank you
that.
so much, Slurms.
I was expecting to burn a little bit more than what I burned, so you'll get the bonus off of that.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you have to do 9. So it's 45 Congius, and then like 450 of 3 different regs. The biggest thing is time consumption, because they're not incredibly expensive to make, but they do take a lot of time because each one is 9 different bulk order deeds that you have to turn in that are 15 craft or higher. So,
Okay.
I mean, like,
I was gonna say I've been literally gathering a bunch of bods between blacksmithy, tailor, and carpentry.
I'll say carpentry is probably the easiest to do because you can do carpentry while you're gathering wood. So I'll actually go out for like an hour or two, do like 30 bulk order deeds.
Gates up
while,
at the Citadel.
I'll do like 30 of them while I go out, and then turn in 8, collect 8 more, turn in 8, kind of thing. And I only collect that are 15 wood or 15 wood or higher.
The funny thing is I'm actually doing the carpentry quest line right now while we're doing this. I'm alt-tabbing between profiles.
I like it. I like the multitasking.
Could you send another
Gate to the Citadel.
Gate? Yeah.
Okay, I'm sending this back to the Citadel.
Thank you, Violence. Queen Tiamat says, guess I need to replay Warhammer Online because I don't remember that. But then again, I'm old and it was a long time. Queen Tiamat, what is with this old business? Come on, you are a young lady. You are a young lady, Queen Tiamat. The prime of your abyssal life. Okay, Your Majesty. None of this ageism.
Map. Sorry, I didn't realize.
All right, so this we go back to the Citadel and we can meet back up with a Nemesis.
Oh, okay, got you. That's right. Okay, Sorry. I guess I'm getting
Yeah.
confused. My apologies, Nemesis.
No, you're good. Yeah, no, I can do this map, and then I have to hop off.
No worries. We're approaching the end of our guild treasure hunt as it is.
Then
Look at this lineup. Let's get a quick picture. This is great. Let's get a quick picture with all of us here, just like this. Oops, that didn't work. Let me try that again. All right. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Looking good.
He's invisible. Spectre.
Got it. Thank you so much, folks. Thank you for coming out.
We were talking about Halo, by the way. I left when you were talking about that. I used to play Halo 3 competitively.
Really?
That's actually where the Soul Dragon comes from.
Ah.
Because the clan I was in was the SDR, or Soul Dragon Revolution, so everybody's name was their name, and then SDR.
Nice. Nice. I
So
love
that's where
that.
Soul Dragon comes from.
I love that little bit of player history. All right, we're ready, Nemesis. Send it.
I will once I get back into the client because it crashed.
Oh, okay. No problem. No
I
problem.
had an issue when I first started it up too. Like, I was playing around with my inventory and then it crashed.
I've crashed. I'm back on it. Hold on, send me. There we go. I don't know if it's my spotty ass internet sometimes. It's flying.
I gotta show you the web client one of these days, Nemesis. All right, gates up.
I need to convert. I need to convert.
You do.
Sometime,
You
man.
do. I'll show you the ropes. One of these days when you're not busy, we'll that Isidriel's looking beautiful, Slims. Congratulations again. That is so badass. 2! Show off. He's got 2 Lambos. 2 undead Lambos. Tiamat says, I may be old, but I'm not obsolete, and that's the important part. Joker's like, yes, Tiamat, just like Windows Vista.
Vista, oh god. Wow. Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
All right, you know how.
But I.
Nemesis
Oh, that's
is,
terrible.
He's rubber banding a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do I sound?
You came across
better
clear
now,
now. Yeah,
too.
you're better now. You hit like a spot of turbulence there with your connection, but you're clear now.
Yeah, no, I'm dead. But that's.
No. Okay. Kid Fox says, I need to figure out how to set up a co-op game in Dungeons and Dragons Online with you, Joker. Man, there you are both in the Great Hall. You know how to do it.
Yep, I know how to do it. I've played with Tiamat a few times. We actually have a guild, so
Oh, wow.
hopefully it's still there. Because the general rule is if you don't play for 30 days, it'll be
Auto boot you? Or delete the guild?
it'll delete the guild. Yeah.
It's kind of harsh.
Yeah, but the idea is, in its heyday, when it had so many people were using using up a name, and then you can't use that name. And
Right.
So then if they just sat there, it's like player houses.
Yeah. That's kind of nice, actually. I do appreciate that, because in Atlantic, the oldest shard here in Ultima Online, like, yeah, good luck finding a unique guild name. Most of them have been taken. We got Wolf Charming the Mountain Goat. I like it.
Do my best.
Just don't mind resing my horsey.
Sounds good. Tiamat says, my OS might be clunky, but it runs on potatoes. Same. Potatoes is gravy for myself, Tiamat. All right, let's get that Frost Dragon. You're going to be my lucky Frost Dragon, right? You're going to give me my Isidriel Dragon, Frost Dragon. Heals on Elroy. There we go. Anyone have some fun plans for the weekend as we're closing out the latest guild treasure hunt for the Wyvern's Lair?
I got the Columbus Art Festival.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, so it's good.
Oh, hey, baby, there we go. Wait, don't attack, don't attack. Don't attack.
Get it?
What just happened?
Alright, I'll take the ones you didn't use, unless that was all 4 that I gave you.
They're mine now. kidding. I'm kidding. Wait, how do I know if I'm taming it?
It's tamed.
It's tamed?
Tamed. You got it, man. Yeah, you got it.
Woo! Okay.
Hey.
Wait.
Now run away so
Yeah,
it doesn't die.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
get the hell out of there. Get the hell
Oh,
out of there.
I can't move. Heal me! Someone heal me! Quick!
I'm working on it. Hold on. Get my rag.
Oh my gosh! There we go. All right. I'm gonna head out here with this dragon.
Put that in the stable.
Yeah, put it in stable. Woo! Got it! All right.
Yay.
All right, I'm enthused about New Legacy again.
Dude, right? When the rolls work your way, right?
That's what I needed. Oh, man.
I like how on treasure maps we got 2 Acidrials with less potions than I threw at Crimson Dragon.
I know.
I'm gonna say Crimson Dragon's a trap.
A trap, absolutely. Pocted, I appreciate you. Pocted in there in the studio bit saying, yo, let's go. Appreciate that, Pocted. Thank you. I'm pumped. All right. Got safely stored away. Let me head back to the Citadel. I'm ready for that gate. Yep.
Popping up. I got an heirloom. This has been a good hunt.
It's been a good hunt, man. You got, yeah, definitely. Heirlooms are as rare as the Citrials, it seems.
Dude, I've been trying. That's what I want, man. Give me my heirloom. So.
All right, where's Slurms? Slurms, thank you so much for these Bone Flare Elixir potions. For those of you who may not know, these potions actually take an enormous effort to craft, and they sell for quite a bit of gold. So for Slurms to give me 4, that's quite the generous thing for someone to do for a friend. Thank you, Slurms. Wouldn't have had my Sidriel without that.
No, glad. I mean, what? I gave you 6 total, and you used only 3 of mine, and however many you collected for yourself.
I used a
consider
lot.
that a pretty big win.
I used several. I went through at least 10 before I finally got my Sidriel.
Well, I'm glad I could convince you to do them on a treasure map, because, as I said, Crimson Dragon, I threw, like, way too many of that, and it was awful.
I was just about to give up, honestly. Pocta says, potion that baby. Yeah, heck yeah. All right. Is that it for the chest? Are we done with the chest, Nemesis? Uh-oh. Nemesis, I can't hear you, brother. You're rubber banding again.
Oh, hold on.
There, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Yeah, this must be right now. Body's held. I'm trying to talk these down while I'm not lagging out. Here's one.
Cool. So we got the art fair in Columbus. Anyone else have some fun weekend plans?
I'm gonna be reading some Punisher comic books.
Oh, are you? That's right. You're a big comic book buff. I remember that, Violence. Sounds like what? My question to you is, what era of Punisher comics are you reading?
Well, I just picked up like this 5 or 4 volume set of they're like almost like graphic novels. And
Punisher's intense. I hope you enjoy it.
yeah, it is. It can be. Yeah, this is from the 90s, 91 actually.
Nice.
You got torch.
What an interesting antiquity loot. 3
Right?
torches.
Yeah,
Wow.
get torches. That was our roll.
Oh, you're right. Look at that. That is funny. So is that all the antiquities then, Nemesis?
That is.
All right. So Wolf gets first pick.
Oh jeez. Maybe I'll get a torch.
You can only pick a torch. That's all that there is. Maybe I'll get a torch.
Or maybe I'll get a torch. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, they're so small. Okay, there we go.
Control. Oh, there you go. Perfect. All right. Next up is Calypto.
I'm just gonna pass on this one. Thank you.
Really? All right. I'm gonna get a venerated torch of the First Lords because that looks kind of fun. Grab that. Then it's Joker. Oops.
Remember, there's still a horse corpse. You guys want a horse corpse?
Yeah, so I've been playing a lot this last week. I'm already up to 110 of the faux points.
Whoa.
90 more to go until I can get my mana core.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a worthy goal for the weekend.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get it this weekend.
Elroy,
I've been
you're up next.
averaging anywhere from 10 to like 15 a day, so.
That's that's fun. Legendary foe circuit's kind of something relaxing to do in the background, with the exception of Crimson Dragon.
Well,
Okay.
like I said, I've been playing this crafter a lot, trying to max him out. So
Let's get a picture. Let's get an end of treasure hunt picture around these slain dragons. Gather around, everyone. All right, looking good. If you guys can take some pictures on your end and share that in the Great Hall or wherever you can, I'd be grateful. Here we go. Say cheese. Woo. Boom. Got mine. Nacho cheese. All right, Slurms. Could we get a gate to the Vesper Museum so we can get our antiquities ID'd up? Nemesis, are you still with me? Nemesis dipped? He dipped. No problem. Okay, we got
I
to
figured
get...
I'd make everyone feel better about their weekend. I'm going to be spending mine doing Calc 2 homework.
What, can I ask why you're doing Calc 2 homework over the weekend, Oki?
Actually, yeah. Aren't all colleges out right now? Are you taking a summer course?
Yeah, I'm taking summer courses. I'm taking stats and Calc 2.
What are you working towards?
A computer science degree.
Oh, wow, cool.
Calc 2, surprisingly, Calc 2 is harder than Calc 3. Or at least it was for me. I have no clue why, but Calc 3, absolute breeze. Calc 2, hated every minute of it.
That's right, you have a CS degree yourself, don't you, Slurms?
Yeah.
I don't understand integrals, and I don't want to understand them,
So,
and it makes Calc 2 really hard.
yeah, that's... What? So, speaking of integrals, one of the reasons why I switched out of the original program I was in, because once you get to differential equations, DiffyQ takes that to a whole other level when you're calculating like wave functions over time and stuff like that. It made me cry, and the professor took about 7 or 8 of us to the side and was like, I'm not saying that you guys can't do this. I'm just saying that on Friday is the last day you can withdraw and get 50% of your money back. And he's like, you guys are the only ones that have failed every test. And we're just like, but we tried. He's like, I know. I'm just letting you know that you can try next time. He is a good professor. I actually had him help me with what I transitioned to afterwards. So he was a good, he was definitely a good advisor as well.
Yeah, the reason I'm doing the homework this weekend is because I had to take 2 extra days at the beginning of the week to try and get some extra credit, because the first exam I took, I got a 32 on.
Ouch. Okay, listen, I tip my hat to you to be, taking care of a family, working a full-time job, and pursuing a computer science degree, and finding a little time for leisure. That's impressive, my friend.
Yeah, my leisure time, other than the Friday nights, is I get up like about basically an hour early for work because of medical stuff, and I'm like, I got 30 minutes to play, and so I'll jump on like Outlands or Hearthstone or something simple that I can just play for 30 minutes and jump off.
I really commend you for your tenacity, my friend. I kind of want to do something similar to yourself, but I just don't know where I'm going to find the time and energy. So I admire that. It's a solid degree. You're on to some good things, so don't give up, no matter how tired you feel. Hey, I'm having trouble getting archival forms from this dude. Is anyone else having trouble purchasing forms?
I've been fine, but I just have to left click him once. But sometimes his profile pops up instead.
There's like forms dropping at his feet. Have you noticed? Did you see that?
Oh, yeah, you're right. What did it say? This container cannot hold any more items, so that's what it is.
Overweight?
It's something like that. Let me just throw a whole bunch of this stuff on my... Well, actually, let me just go ahead and use my archival form here, my book. Slurms, I got a question for you. So, it says this antiquity has been discovered already. So does that mean, like, most of these antiquities have already been turned into the museum at this point?
Yeah, like
it's a bummer.
Weird thing.
Mhm.
There's all your ones that you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's interesting. So it does seem that like multiples of a name can exist out in the world at any time, and so it just checks to see if the name has been turned in. So like you might be able to have like 4 of the exact same named antiquity. So as long as that name hasn't been discovered, it will register it as a new one and you get your point. But if not, then it's just like nope, and you can put it in your book or toss it on the ground like the Lars is doing.
Wow, so it kind of like incentivizes people to really...
Yeah, if you did it first, you got some bonus.
Yeah. Gotcha. I'll remember that for the next time.
Yeah.
It does look like the early pioneers were able to claim quite a few points, right?
Oh, easily, yeah.
Let's see. Is that discovered? That hasn't been discovered. All right. So let's go here. Man, a lot of archival forms on the ground here. Could someone help pick up these forms and hand them to me when I have a little bit more room? Oh yeah, that too, right? Stop it. And then grab this. All right, okay. You try putting these forms on the dude here. Already discovered. Already discovered. Already discovered. Oh, well. Okay, let's go ahead and use the archival form here. My weekend plans are pretty straightforward. I'm probably... You got a form for me, Violence? See if I can get those. Hopefully I can add them to my inventory. Probably watching E.T. Out in the Santa Fe rail yard with Maleficent tomorrow night, so that should be fun. Looking forward to that. We got a free movie night over the summer, free movie series out there, so looking forward.
Where is it at?
The Santa Fe rail yard.
Like a outdoor movie theater?
Yeah. It's going to be like an outdoor screening for the community there.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's going to be
I
great.
haven't been one of those in a long time. I've always wanted to drive in. It's been a long time since I've done that.
Yeah, I do want to do a drive-in with Maleficent over the summer myself. All right, I think we're ready for we're almost ready for the end of Treasure Hunt roll-off. I do need to... What I'm going to do is I'm not going to bother with all the gems that I need to sell. I'll just set that aside for the next guild roll-off, but I will go ahead and put together the gold here that I have with me for a roll-off. For those of you who want to take part, come back to the Citadel, and we'll get this going. I have about, let's see, how much gold do I have? I got a bit. I think it's approaching... Yeah, it's a goodly amount, approaching 100k easily. So for those of you who want to take part in the guild roll-off, make your way to the guild Citadel, and we will get this underway. Let me just go ahead and pull up my calculator here real quick because I'm terrible at math. All right, let's see what do we got here. 5048. Five 0 748, right? Yeah. Nope. Got that wrong. 57048 plus 1677. Okay, get a quick picture of that so I don't forget. 70,000, not bad. 70,000 plus for the guild roll off. Okay, do we have dice?
I don't have dice on me, but
I have
I'll go
dice.
find them.
I found.
Okay.
All right, let me park my little beetle. Okay, so it says I didn't know I was supposed to drop the forms on the museum guide. No idea how many points I left on the table. Oh, sorry about that, Oki. It's not too bad because again, you get the most points through donating the antiquities themselves, right, Slurms?
Yeah, and I didn't realize. I don't know what I did, but apparently there's one that can randomly give you 20 points. Because I did one the other day, and I was like,
Whoa.
Because I thought it was 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. But I turned in one and got 20, so I don't know if that was... I don't know what that was. Because it wasn't a quest, because I didn't accept any quest. I just dropped it, and it's like, you got 20.
Elroy
I
says...
dropped the-
Oh, go ahead. Go
The
ahead.
one form I dropped gave me 16 points.
Not bad.
Okay, so yeah, so there's just randomly a multiplier, I guess, occasionally.
Elroy says probably not many. Most of the items seem to be discovered already where the forms won't give a point. Gotcha. It's usually a single point per form. Are you guys saying that there's multiple points potentially there? All right, the Dice Cup is ready. We're ready for our end of Guild Treasure Hunt roll-off. For those of you who are up for a nice quick 70,000 gold coins, go ahead and double-click that Dice Cup. It would be more, but I just didn't have time to get to the gems, and it would just put us way beyond our usual. There we go. Got 6 from Violence. Anyone else going to go for it? You got Oki coming up. 10. We got a high of 10 for Oki. Who else? Oh, we got Wolf with a 2. Oh, sorry. That 6 wasn't from Violence. Excuse me. Was it? It was from Elroy. Gotcha. Okay. We got Violence now rolling for an 8, so high roll of 10 for Oki so far. Anyone else? High roll going once, going twice. And it's yours. Oki, congratulations. You are the proud owner of 70,000 gold coins. Let me go ahead and hand that off to you. All right, so the exact amount is 73. Oh my god, this nonsense again. Okay, there we go. I think I can get it done. 73825. There you go. Nope. That didn't work. 73825. There we go. Woo! And that is a guild treasure hunt in the books. I hope everyone had a good time.
Oh yeah, it was a blast.
Good. Thanks
Yeah,
so
it's
much.
always good catching up.
Violence in Video Games. Nemesis, thank you so much for assisting with the guild treasure hunt. Slurms, thank you for the Bone Flayer Elixir potions. And thank you to all the avatars of the lair for coming out. I want to wish everyone a great weekend ahead. Look forward to seeing you here soon for the next guild adventure. We'll be returning back to New Legacy next Friday for our usual guild adventure, which involves either Blackthorn legendary foes or trove maps, depending upon what's available. And I do want to go ahead and thank all the layers into the Stygian Abyss for coming by. We got Midge's missive saying, how much plat do you have? I have 0 plat. And Midge says, EverQuest are his weekend plans. Not gonna lie, that's a big part of my Friday night for sure. We got Kit Fox saying, good talking with you all. Good night, Midge. Good to see you here. I'm going to be jumping into EverQuest shortly after this. If you're around, looking forward to saying hello to you. Pocted, Joker Soul Dragon Queen Tiamat, and Feronial. Thank you all for coming by. Colossus
Wow.
Rex. It's been a good one.
Hey, thank you. I just went to do Titan Weave, and I got a rune ritual table of the sealed catacombs.
Very nice.
I got a table with the pentagram.
Very cool. Calypso, thank you for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
All
Have
right.
a good weekend.
Appreciate that. Bye, everyone. And that's it. We are out of here. This is actually the wrong stream scene. We are heading over to the stream ending sequence. Oh my goodness, that was a good time. I had a ton of fun. Let me go ahead and turn on the stream ending sequence. There we go. Ruins Beyond the Treetops by Cryo Crypt. That was a good 2-hour plus guild treasure hunt on the new Legacy Shard for Ultima Online with the avatars of the Wyvern's Lair. I had a great time. Again, huge thanks to Nemesis and Violence and Video Games for stepping up and helping out with the guild treasure hunt. My thanks to the avatars of the Lair for turning up. Want to wish everyone a great weekend. And of course, I want to thank all the layers that's out there in the Stygian Abyss for your support. I appreciate it. This has been Dungeon Master Wyvern, playing the new Legacy Shard here at the Wyvern's Lair. I look forward to seeing you all here soon again for the next adventure at the Lair. Till then, bye everyone.